big, massive dildos.
That were lucky, that didn't make it on. Oh, don't press any buttons on Zoom either, Riyadh, it'll break everything.
What do you mean? I've already pushed your button.
But just don't press anything, honestly, I'll cry. Oh, this is the best bit, isn't it?
That actually made it onto the show, that.
Yeah.
How do I turn my mic volume down? That's quite loud.
It sounds alright on this end.
Yeah. Audio settings.
Alright, I'm going to roll the intros, but you can talk over them.
Yeah, I'll talk over the mic.
He's pressing buttons, Rich. He's pressing buttons. You said not to press buttons. He's pressing buttons.
You better not.
He is.
I'm serious. Don't press anything.
I'm adjusting my audio. That's
fine.
Yeah.
Alright, rolling intros now.
Where are they?
Well, you can't see him, you knob.
This is telly.
I can see them on Hangouts.
Keep checking, he can't see himself. He's just the back room stand.
Good grief. You don't have to trust anyone. He's dead.
Keep checking.
Checkers isn't. Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
Checkers has popped.
That's the fucking title's ruined.
Welcome to the RDAs Show, episode 178. Is Keith Chegwin dead?
Yeah. I'm gonna check. I'm just googling now.
I would definitely.
Why are you telling us that just before the show comes on, man, John?
Richard. He kind of,
I don't think so.
He
I think I would have heard that. I don't look at the internet or read the news.
He died December 2017.
Well, Extras was filmed in 2018.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't.
No. It was rerun in 2018.
I will Google it.
Good. December 11th, 2000.
Oh,
All right, fine.
Google.
You've been specific enough for me to believe you. Welcome to the show, everybody. On tonight's show, we will be talking about vaping a little bit. We're going to talk about this new thing called squonking. Only a little bit, I'll just touch on it. I don't think it's going to catch on. And we will also be doing a Travava. We've got a special guest, Riyadh, from Alpha Vape. There he is. That's him waving now. Yeah, all that good stuff. We've got some really good stuff. So you wouldn't believe we've got news from around the vape world as well. It's going to be a hell of a show. Sorry about last week.
That's right.
I wasn't here, but I'm back in the driving seat now. So put on your seatbelt, relax. We're in cruise control. I'm trying to think of more analogies. Don't work.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You did all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Autopilot.
Oh, yeah, just wind that window down and just put your hand out and do that. Yeah. Okay, cool. All this, you go, like dogs do that. Okay, let's start the show like we normally do. John, what are you drinking and what are you vaping?
I am. I'm at the moment. I'm drinking Adnams Mosaic Pale Ale. Got it the way around. Adnams Mosaic Pale Ale.
Must have Adam wrong.
Pound.
It is £1. It was £1, but because I thought it was on offer, I went in there today. I thought load it up, and they had 4, and I went, oh, have you got any more at the back? They went, no, that's why it's £1.
So it's an end of line rather than
it.
offer.
They Johned you.
There's 3 left. Fucking wankers.
Is it like I'm intrigued? Is it like a village shop?
It's just cheap shit.
No, it's the co-op.
It's like, we got fucking.
I hate the fucking co-op. Do you know what? The thing I think they do is really good. They do a help the aged thing where they get them to work on the fucking tills.
Yeah, and then they have a 5-minute chatter whilst you're stood in the queue.
Seriously, but it's like a saga day club in there. They're all 90 and on the till. And my wife always goes, "Oh, there's a short queue over here," and you go, "No, she should be in a care home, not on the till. I'm not going over there."
Oh, you've got to be super tactical.
Yeah, I am. I always suss it straight away. No way. She'll know that woman third back in the queue. She'll know her cousin.
I think it's delightful when the oldies are all chitty chatty.
Fucking hate it. They should have their own little shop.
They live for it, don't they?
They don't get out. They hardly ever get out. That is their only visit all day. That's all. They're seeing that person. Tell them about the.
Yeah, I don't begrudge it, but
why aren't the people? My dad had told me this once, and I agree. You should get a bonus for the amount of customers you get through, like a day. Because Millicent, she's only serving 20 people. And fucking Sarah, she's serving 90. That's not all right.
But everybody gets served at the end of the day.
No. That's not how it works. If you worked in a factory, it's fucked up.
I tell you what.
At the end of the day, everyone gets served. The first half of the day is just Gladys speaking to Maven.
I tell you what, though, that will be monitored.
It isn't.
When I worked at McDonald's,
not in the co-op.
16 years ago. That was monitored then.
Yeah, it's not now. Not in the co-op. They don't care.
Have you made manager yet?
James is the area manager. He says as long as they get through it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you live in a tiny village. How many people live in your village? It's like 300 people, something like that.
I can't believe you've got a co-op.
Probably 1,000. I reckon.
There's more people that live in my street.
So annoying. Do you know what? This was me the other day because my wife always tells me not to swear because if we get banned from there's no other shop, so I'm not allowed to be really rude.
Yeah, Shelley would have to drink drive to top you up.
Yeah, so I put some stuff through the thing. I bought 3 items. The other thing is this co-op is a rip-off. It's ridiculous. I bought like 3 things. It was like a pack of biscuits, some tomatoes, and I don't know what it was, some mayonnaise. And then she went, that's £9.10, and I went, what? And she went, that's £9.10. I gave it to her. I went, oh, there we go. I said the price is in here, and she said, "Oh, they're very similar to Tesco." I said, "No, they're not. This is why you're closing down." And Shelley said that was very rude.
It was rude, and also factually inaccurate. Co-op are booming.
They're not booming. They're doing really badly.
I'll do it again. Do you want to see more proof?
I'll be honest with you. That sound effect could have been. As well, but those who were listening to the podcast, that was.
Have you been in a co-op when all the supermarkets are shut, rammed?
That's the only time. What? So when there's no other choice?
At those
Apparently
prices, they should
always
be
really
making a
busy.
profit. My co-op's buzzing.
Never.
It's chocker.
Shit. Anyway,
they're thinking about adding a second till.
We've got 4, but only one of them's any use. It's the one at the other end.
It works both ways as well, though, because there's one guy at my co-op. This is not too specific, is it? He's too fast. It's rude.
Oh, I like it. Nah, can't do it. I like it fast.
Throwing the sausage rolls at me.
Yeah,
you would love Aldi, John. You would love Aldi. The strictly business.
They just push it off the till.
Then
you're
just
like,
falls on the floor.
It's crazy getting Aldi.
They don't check your eggs.
You say that though, James. When I was in Lidl last time, I picked it. I picked the till. I thought I'd have 2 of these cheesy twists. I didn't see anybody fingering the cakes, which you do see a lot in Lidl. But I thought, get these 2, get to the till, pick my till. Strategic, young guy. I'm running the till. He's fast as lightning. Guy in front of me, probably 22, 23. We're laughing. Me and you, mate. We're going to be through in a flash. He bought 2 things. I'm definitely laughing. 2 super strength bottles of cider, 2 litres. It's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. He's chilling. Zaps them, and he said, that's whatever it was. I mean, it's little, isn't it? So he probably said, that's £1.80. And he got out a carrier bag, which he turned upside down, and it was full of 1p's and 2p's. What was this? Oh, fuck off.
You can't win them all.
No, I just left. I could be asked. That was it. End. Not going.
I just pay for their food.
I've done that. I've done exactly what Richard just said. I'd pay for their food. I've done that. When somebody can't find their money. Oh, where is it? Isn't it about me bag? Oh, I don't know. I might be behind this. Oh, I'll get it. I'll get it, love.
I told you about that. I'm sure I told you on the show about that time at the petrol station where the woman was really upset because she'd forgotten a card. She'd filled up and the whole shebang. She'd gone to check out, realised about a card, and just started crying.
Why did she start crying? Why didn't she just?
Because she felt like she was completely trapped in this situation
Should've
where
just driven off.
she'd
I'll
already
be back in
consumed
20
the
minutes.
product, and
I'll be
then
back in 20 minutes, and if I don't come back, you can call the police.
the petrol station weren't crying, but I swooped in and helped. But then for just a split second, I thought, hang on, this could be 70-80 quid, because I didn't know. Anyway, she got back in her Range Rover and she. No, it was only like 15 quid. It was fine.
If she'd have got like a dual tank Mitsubishi Shogun or something.
She'd got in a nice car, but it was only 15 quid.
Oh, that's not so bad. I like it. Good man.
So just to confirm, this is what you're drinking and vaping.
Finance.
That's it.
You got finance when you get 15 quid worth of fuel in a nice car.
I'll be nice now.
Yeah, but they don't go anywhere, do they, these people?
I don't know if I can encourage this. There is a thing called an indebtedness book at every single garage in the UK. She could have just filled it in and come back tomorrow.
Oh, my dad drives off all the time without paying.
Oh yeah, no, that's illegal. But you can fill it in the indebtedness book.
No, what I mean is by pure accident, and then they ring the police, and the police ring him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, sorry," and he goes back and pays it.
Ah, yeah, he does the voice. Right, I'll be back in a minute. There, don't worry.
I think it must be quite obvious for the petrol station the people that are stupid and the people that are thieves.
Yes, it is.
Because he's made no attempt to conceal his identity or the car's identity.
The amount of times when I used to work at petrol stations, when someone had left their petrol cap on the roof, they'd paid, just about to leave, and I'd be going, whoa, like trying to tell them they got the petrol cap on the roof. They won't stop. In case you've decided to get a job at a BP as a serial killer, and you just pick people at random. You just go, whoa, and they go like, whoa, they drive around you and drive off. Get in fuel cap. Dickhead.
My brother actually had the police on our door when we both lived at the house, and he brought this XR2, I think it was, and we had the police on the door, and they knocked on the door, and they said, I can't remember where up north. It's way up north though, and they said, you stole some petrol 2 hours ago, and was pointing to the car. And my brother was like, well, how the fuck did I 2 hours to get from there to there? It's something like bloody 250 miles. A good story, you know.
So it wasn't it.
That's the first half of the story.
I got more. No.
And it turned out.
It turned out that they used my brother's reg, but that's the funny part was the police thought you could get from up north down to there in 2 hours.
It was an anecdote.
You've got 473 speeding tickets.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I fucking come on this show, to be honest.
We'll get to that later. John, what the fuck?
Right. Sorry, what am I
drinking?
drinking? I drank that, and then I'm vaping on a Smock Guardian 3 pipe. Look at that.
Someone's got it.
From Chris Bishop. On top of that, I've got a Dvar 16.
We're trying to appeal to a new audience.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Smock
All the
fan.
gents. Will you put a beauty ring on that, John?
Yeah, probably. When I find one.
Is it 24 to 16?
22 to 16.
22 to 16. I'll have a look, see what I've got.
Could be 24, actually. Yeah, you might be right.
It looks fairly fat.
What the fuck is... I've got a drip tip from Frank. In that, I've got Frozen Apple Tobacco by Shaky Vapes.
How do you change the wattage?
You have to... You go... 1, 2,
up and down
3,
buttons.
or some bullshit. Oh, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then it just comes up with a plus.
Right.
And then you go,
it's
and then you
all
press
on
like
one
up.
button.
One button, mate. One button. And then leave it. It's pretty twatty, but it works.
Which one is that? The Guardian 4? Guardian
3. Guardian 3. And stand back down again. What else am I vaping on? Hey, oh yeah, the fucking air activated shitty switch. Hey.
It looks nice. It looks really nice, though. It looks really nice.
It really does, but you know it's crap because it's not even got a 510 on it. So I couldn't even be asked to take the piss out.
You know it's crap because I've had it for weeks and I haven't made a video.
Yeah, I knew it was crap. It looks
I thought that was an Expo pickup.
No, I've had it for donkeys.
Reviews.
They haven't started emailing me yet, so. I
have a Sinuous V200 by Wismec. And on top of that, I have the EVL Reaper V3.
What do you think of the V200?
I think it's all right, actually. For me, it's a power pack. I mean, it lasts like 4 days. I've got it on 15 watts.
It's a cheap mod, though. It's very, very affordable. And I find the battery rattle a little, not the battery rattle, but the door doesn't really locate properly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's because, well, no, but it's not that far off. I've had pound-made mods worse than that. It's all right.
For the price.
It's lovely. That's it. That'll do, won't it? Riyadh, what are you drinking? What are you vaping? How's your week been? My week's been knackered.
Don't you do any stupid questions anymore?
No.
We do last tune in 2015.
What a fucking...
We do it really fast now,
Drinking, vaping.
Right, drinking. I am drinking Dead Pony Club. That's good. What am I vaping? 2 Signets. I like the Signets. They're really nice. And a Dwarf 22 and a Dwarf 16.
They're good tanks.
I prefer the 16 over the 22, but however, I vape blackjack, so the O-rings get destroyed every week.
Oh, fun.
Pretty much. Which is fun. So I have to keep finding new ones from random places. Like Aspire normally provide a lot of O-rings. And also I picked up this Vaporesso Aurora Play.
Sounds rattly.
Well, it's like a Zippo.
Oh, yeah.
They had to. That's the second version, isn't it?
Yeah, the first one had the twisty top.
Oh, I had that.
They got done for that by Zippo.
Did they?
Really? Yep.
Well, it's a true mouth to lung, but it's still shit. How's my week been? That's the question I don't really want to answer.
Busy.
No,
today,
that's not even a question you're allowed to answer.
Literally today at work was the first time I managed to gather my thoughts, and I just gave myself a little smile.
I'm still waiting for that day, Riaz.
So yeah, busy, very busy. Oh, fucking genius. Even if you don't want it to open fucking short fills, that's it right there. Anyway,
having the keys.
So yeah, who's left? Who asked?
Ask James.
Oh, ask James. Yeah, because you asked John. Okay. James, same questions, same traffic.
I've been here before. I'm an old hat. I am drinking on some fizzy piss. Drinking Morty Baggers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always better than Carlsberg.
I have got a Carlsberg. That's empty. I've drank that one. But it's the spotty one. That's nice. Is that it? Spotty can. Yeah. So I'm drinking a Rick and Morty. I'm vaping on loads of cool stuff. I always am. It's old, but it's good. I've got the E7 with a Viper on top, V2, and a whistle on top of there, and there's Tobacco Crunch. But look, it's a little bit different. Got a little stainless steel button. I got a little care package of John. That's your fault for saying Frank, John. Of John Fraper here, and I'm vaping this up. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, look at this. This is an old SVE. This is number 274, and it's a kind of a 5. Actually, the wood on this side. 5-panel 3 wood, fixed hatch cup.
Beautiful.
Digging here 30. Hopefully this one won't try and burn my house down. I did 30 before, tried to burn my house down. Oh, it was terrible. It wasn't
tried to burn a few people's houses down, that one.
Yeah. So we'll be taking the battery out of an evening. And on there I have got look at that dibbly. I haven't got many wooden drip tips because I haven't got many wooden mods. So I rigged out a dibbly. Look at the size of that.
That's a proper dibbly.
When the drip tip's bigger than the RDA.
Yeah, in that. I think it's cool. I like it. I like that a year ago when people were rocking them, and I still like them now. So
that would irritate the fuck out of me, to be honest.
I like it. I like the old dibbly tips.
Yeah, when I can't remember the exact setup. I saw Mr. Scott Bonner vaping on when I first saw that.
That was some fucking time ago. That was Vicious Ant, the Cyclops one they did. Vicious Ant Cyclone, I think.
It might have been a Cyclone, but I remember seeing that and going, look at that, looks crazy and awesome, and I want one of them. But you couldn't get them at the time, could you? You know, that Sunday night, 8 o'clock. We've spoken about this before. That Sunday night, 8 o'clock F5 malarkey, and his sight was going down. But I had a few. I've got a few, and I've got this woodeny type one, and it's not a bad little match. It looks totally weird and totally cool, and I'm enjoying that a lot. John, you are a beautiful human being. In there, I've got.
So are you.
Jeffrey's shortbread. It's nice. I've got my Lugos, Game Reviper on top and a whistle on top of there. In there is Goose Juice still, and I'm still rocking another old school classic, the Dora.
It's gorgeous.
Origeni.
That's nice. That's
It
nice.
is, isn't it? It is good.
It's a lovely bit of wood, and it's a lovely bit of wood.
A lovely bit.
It's the faceplate.
You know,
It's one of the original ones, isn't it? Faceplate.
it is. It's number 2. Number 2.
Oh, nice.
And that's what I'm vaping on, and that's what I'm drinking on. Richard! Vapey, drinky, vapey, drinky.
Okie dokie. Drinking some Brewdog. It's called Punk IPA, this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So-
A new one, maybe. I don't know. I'm not up with these fancy old men drinks.
Yeah, it's alright, got a few for my birthday, a few cans. That's all I really get, beer and socks.
Yeah, that's what I got for Easter. I got a lager for Easter instead of Easter egg.
When was it your birthday, Richard? Did I miss it?
The 2nd, mate, the 2nd.
The 2nd of May. Oh, that was a whole week ago.
Yeah. I got a bottle of bathtub gin as well, if anyone's familiar
nice.
with gin.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the gins.
Yeah, they all taste the same to me. I mean, you put it's 70% tonic, isn't it?
Yeah, but it still depends, doesn't it? If you've got like a cheeky Bombay Sapphire, it's more citrusy in the botanicals.
Could have like a cucumber gin with a cucumber tonic, and
Oh yeah, you can the old what's
If
the
you swing that
Gordon's?
way.
Very junipery.
rhubarb
I like the dry.
gin.
I'll be honest. I like
Very
the
nice.
dry ones.
You can drink rhubarb gin neat and not have tears before bedtime.
Rick had an interesting factoid, didn't he, on gin and tonics at
It's
Expo.
true.
What's the really popular tonics?
Fever.
Yes, the Fever Tree. They're all slimline. The entire range is slimline, so you don't need to ask for a slimline.
Oh, Fever Tree. I want to check. I'm googling it, mate. I don't think it's true. I think that bum's a
No, I 100% think that's got to be true. Every single bottle, no matter whether you ask for slimline or whatever, they're all 10 calories, I think. So that is that. Vaping on some lovely stuff. Vaping on the lightsaber.
What is that?
Wait there. Fever Tree Slimline has 45% less calories than their normal one.
So it has 4.5 calories.
So the barman's wrong. It doesn't matter.
He went on a course, John.
I don't give a shit. That's on their fucking website, son. They don't lie.
Yeah, but perhaps he means slimline to technical standards.
Don't give a shit.
Look, I'm vaping this, alright?
Sorry,
The
dude.
Fush.
Is that the V2?
It's
No,
it's improved.
They brought out limited edition ones, didn't they, or something?
They've now got. I talked to them at Expo. Someone that works there is my friend. They've updated it and they've added 2 more colours as well. You can get a white one and a black one now.
Right.
But just that
So
bit and that bit, obviously.
You're no longer getting a voltage drop off them.
Yeah, and they don't burn your house down. Boom.
Cool.
Allegedly.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So this is what this is. It's just a semi-mech, innit? But it's a bright light.
Just what you need for the car.
It's a rave mod, innit? This is the mod I would take to a rave. But it's fine, is what it is.
Oh, I think you just reminded me of if you ever been a nightclub toilet and it says condoms in the machine, condoms, novelty condoms, and it says on there not for use during intercourse, and they're either animals or they glow in the dark. But I've always wondered what's the point then?
It glows in the dark.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Pop it on and go check this out?
How are you going to find it in the dark?
Turn the light off. Look.
Do you know what? Novelties are probably the greatest invention.
I always
Novelties.
say turn the light off.
Because everybody that goes to the pub and has a few drinks just buys them. They're never going to use them.
Why would you? But just kind of go. Hey, all right, love. Do you want to see a budget budget puppet show? Like giraffe.
It's for you and your mate to have lightsaber fights with. That's all.
You get like,
We all done it. Oh, we haven't done
pictures on the machine of like a giraffe and like stuff like that. It's got to be anything that's sort of anything with a long neck, I suppose, unless you're not, well endowed. Not haven't got a micro penis, but I suppose you wouldn't buy one.
Too specific.
Well, they're very thick. It'd be hard to squeeze a penis in those.
I haven't had a go on one actually.
Me either.
I like that line in The Office where they're talking about it, and they're in a nightclub, and he goes, "They do curry flavour now. Do you like curry?"
Is that the same one where Gareth gets carted off in the cycle?
Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah. Also vaping on the Arcless with the OG recoil on top. This was turning heads at Expo. People were quite into this. Having a go on the old Switch. Nice little 21700 mech. And last but not least, the Kelpie on top of the Mighty. I think for a long time I was calling it the Almighty because I just logically assumed that's what it was called. But actually when you read it properly, there's no L. And it's the Asmodus Amighty with the Kelpie on top. Vaping in all of those, probably Casadega.
Nice.
Can only be one. Just cause I like it and that. So all good. Let's slide into the news. John, who's first in the news? Or should we acknowledge Riyadh?
No, you carry on.
Okay. It's quite an interesting bit of news. I wanted to get this off the Telegraph site, but paywall. I'm not fucking paying for it because it's bullshit. So it sounds boring, but it's quite interesting for us. Headline is this: Imperial brands drop as US vaping slowdown threatens goal. Imperial Brands PLC dropped a 5-year low on concern that a slowdown in US vape sales and a weaker than expected tobacco revenue in the first half may push the cigarette makers' full-year target out of reach. They lost 5.1% in 4 months. That's 2,210 pence. And they lost in the States as well. The problem they've got is that it really is this: their products in a market, in their section, the market which is full of shit products, theirs is exceptionally shit. And
what's their product?
The blue.
Ah.
They're really suffering, but they've dropped 5%, which is this time last year when Imperial were promising their shareholders untold riches because they were about to launch blue.
The e-cig specifically, or
their
whole.
The whole company, Imperial, it's all in one. It is one company, and they've lost 5.1%.
You think that's anything to do with Juul?
No, not Imperial. That's.
Do you think the loss is anything to do
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely is, because that's what I meant. In a market swamped with shit products, they've kicked it out of the park in terms of being totally shit. Theirs is really totally shit, and it appeals to no one because Juul have done so well in their marketing.
I've heard on the grapevine that Blue are going to rebadge this. Do you remember this? The Sigeli Odo. The tiny Easter.
Oh, was that the tiny thing? They really need to do something.
So that might help.
They might do.
The worst thing they ever done was rebrand Von Earl.
Von Earl, yeah.
That's
Von Earl
the worst thing they ever. That was literally like, because all the vape shops like not fucking touching it.
But the funny thing was,
what the hell is their R&D process though? Because if you get one experienced vapor, they just smash it out of the park.
Exactly. But the other thing was, the Von Earl, they'd even made the money out of that product. There was nothing left in it because it was of that 6 month era. Yeah. And so by the time they re-kicked it, it was already fucked. and then they just made no money. Oh well, I don't really care. Give a fuck. Imperial. Yeah, it just amused me. James, Typhoon.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, I'm starting with. I switched things around last minute. I just picked this up a couple of hours ago. This is something that I kind of was a little bit excited about. This is the Typhoon GTR. Got a couple of little pics.
Sorry.
Have you?
GTR. Come on.
There's a whole GT range. So we've had the GT1, which was just called the GT, the GT2, the 3 and the 4. We're now into GTR. This is. Do you have them, Rich?
I've got Requiem. I've got Neo.
No.
Neo, and then I've got Black.
Oh, he's got it right at the end. Blue tank in the picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hold
You got
on
him?
then. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. Well, it doesn't. Okay, so this is the Typhoon GTR.
I haven't got him.
Yeah, I've got them, man.
I'll hold it up, James. Go for it, mate. That's fine.
Okay, that's
They're not
better
in the
than
drive. They're not in the drive.
So how's John got them?
When did you put them on the drive?
They're in the drive.
When did you put them on the drive?
Just a couple of hours ago. I don't know.
All right, keep going.
Okay, do it. So this is the Typhoon GTR. It's another 23mm stainless steel tank. However, with it's harkened back to the original Typhoon and the GT2, where it's kind of more of a mouth to lung sort of job. The 3 and the 4, I think, were a little bit wider than that. Let's have a look what information I've got. So this is all just come from the Damper magazine. The pictures and the infos all come from Damper magazine. Combines metal lung features with the features of the first Typhoon GT vaporizer with a modern design, contemporary design, innovative dual airflow. So you've got when it says there innovative dual airflow, what you've got 2 airflow holes there, which are both adjustable separately. So you can fine tune that airflow.
On screen now, John. You don't have to.
Lovely. It's now a top fill design. I know that certainly I've only ever had a 1 and a 2. I kind of tuned out for the 3 and the 4. That which weren't previously top fill. This is a top fill design. It is going to be released at the Hall of Vape in Stuttgart, which is the 31st of May, and I think it looks pretty groovy. I think you can tell by that original Typhoon kind of.
Yeah, it definitely reminded me. The second I looked at it, I thought, yeah, that's Typhoon. They're back. Yeah.
So what have they done that's new on this one then?
Okay, so it's a top fill.
Yeah.
They've gone back to mouth to lung like the 1 and the 2. So it's adjustable from mouth to lung to kind of a restricted lung.
Yeah.
And you've now got fully adjustable. I'm not entirely sure how it works. We haven't got much information at the minute. Like I say, these pictures only came out just I only saw these pictures just a couple of hours ago. You've got dual airflow, which you can adjust both airflows separately. So you can kind of right there.
Sorry, James, by dual airflow, do they mean like a ring on the outside with dual airflow that they can adjust, or is
I suspect looking at
adjust inside and
the pictures,
outside?
I think it's going to be inside each other. Previously, you adjusted the airflow on the 1 and the 2. I think we all have now agreed that is definitely the better way. Outside airflow is one thing, inside airflow is a completely different thing. I'm not entirely sure how we're adjusting that, whether it's going to be the same sort of thing with inserts. We haven't got any pictures of the deck yet. No, as far as I'm aware, nobody's got any pictures of the deck yet. Still super early days. These are proper preview pics, like I say, from Damper magazine, which I've had to translate from German today. But it's going on. I think if you're in Germany, you can go to Smoker Store in the next couple of weeks and try one out. How much more information they'll have there and then, but the official release. You know what it's like now. We rarely see decks before release because of all of the cloning. The official release is not until 31st of May at Hall of Vape in Stuttgart. So, but I think it looks good. I think it looks much. Previously, the ones would. It's still 23mm now. Previously, that was a bit of an issue for me because I was.
Yeah, I agree.
The 2 came out. You were stuck with 22mm tubes and that sort of thing, and it kind of looked a little bit odd unless you bought a 23mm. That's not an issue now. That's not with the mods that we've got now. That's not a problem. It's much shorter. Previously, they were really quite tall. You can see the airflow's been redesigned, and it's nowhere near as tall as it was. It's top fill, which is better. I think it's going to have a juice control, but although that was just in a bit of chat between somebody in Oliver, one of the fellas from Smoker Store. So I think it's going to have some sort of juice control. But when we get more information, we'll show you it. I think it looks cool. I love the original. I love the original 2. The first 2 I thought were awesome. I love the mini version, the G. I forgot what's it called.
GT2, wasn't it?
No, the mini version.
The GS.
You got it.
The GS. I love that. I thought that was a great idea as well. Cool. I think it's pretty cool.
That was good. That's good.
I had the GT2, and it was it oddly for me lost out when we changed into cotton. It was a great silica atty, but I know loads of people used it with cotton, but because of the gap between the deck and the outside wall of the chamber, it was too much, and it just tended to. And if it got siphoning, it just went out.
I mean, that's the thing with the GS is the way you wick it is you've got to use little bits of mesh and you've got to kind of feed the cotton up. You're going to use cotton because it was designed for silica, because silica was all we had at the time because we thought cotton was crazy.
Absolutely.
But this is going to be designed around cotton, I suspect. So the deck will be slightly different the way it feeds.
Just quickly some breaking news before you go into the next one. James,
I've seen it already.
You're a roaster.
Really. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
No.
That's me done. I
thought you've got your next up as well. Who's the Black Rose Evo X?
James.
There you go. Back in.
Black Rose.
Who's what? No. Let's go. Well, surely I'm not. No. Go on, John. You do some other news. I've got that further down as well. I mean,
Okay.
News
That's okay. Okay, we'll go with this. This is an amazing headline from the Independent. This is great. The Independent has decided it's now the Sun, which I don't think we needed 2 suns, but we fucking do, because the Independent has decided we do. Every time I open an article for the cunting fucking thing, I have to go through cookies. Do you want some cookies? Yeah, I want loads. Cheers. Right, the Independent. Now, this is critical thinking. Brilliantly done. Headline is this. This is from today. It's from 11 hours ago. Adults more likely to vape if they live with children.
Mm-hmm.
Adults are more likely to use e-cigarettes if they live with children, which could be exposing them to harmful compounds, new research suggests.
What, as opposed to smoking?
That's not the comparison. The comparison is to nothing. It is amazing. According to a letter published in the journal JAMA Pediatrics, 4.9% of Americans living with someone under the age of 18 vape, compared to 4.2% of adults living without children. They don't even mention smoking. While the risks of exposing children to secondhand cigarette smoke are well documented, those surrounding e-cigarettes are not yet known. They're vaping, so they don't smoke in front of their fucking children, you fucking idiots. This is part of, on the Independent site, this is part of their indie life section. What the fuck?
The original stat might be true.
It is. That's not the point. The original stat is absolutely true, but it's what you take from it. It's the same thing. I've spoken about this so many times. It's fucking boring. You can do anything with statistics. If the statistic stands true, how you use it is up to you.
Because that was my motivation for quitting. Sarah was pregnant, so she wasn't smoking, and so I didn't want Molly to associate that smell with me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to quit. So I got into vaping.
Exactly.
You don't even vape around Molly, do you?
No.
But according to those stats, though, Richard, you would be somebody who vapes, who now vapes. Oh no, not in front of the children, but you know what I mean. In the house.
Sometimes do it in a face to annoy her.
Oh, do you know what? We had a customer at the shop. We've heard. I think he must be 9 years old. In the shop, she was buying some liquid and she was blowing clouds in his face. I'm just like, stop it, please.
What's the worst that can happen?
Also, where's the come on? It's a
Which
minor.
is just being a dickhead.
Also, I had
I
a
am
bloke.
big.
I had a bloke with his wife in. This is roughly based on the same sort of subject that you're talking about, and he sort of, she was there, stood next to him, and he said, "What do you think about pregnant women vaping?" I looked at him. I looked at her. It was obvious. I'd written on her face. I said, "I haven't got a problem with it."
I would have said sexy. It is, though, isn't it?
Since when did I become a doctor? You know.
I think my favourite comment from
There is an official poster. NHS has an official poster
So yeah, we do
for
because
vaping and pregnancy.
but we live in a but we live in a truly free nation. There's only one. Trevor, you know you don't live in you live in Trumpville, but we really do. We are free. I find it. I always find it hilarious when anybody calls the fucking independent actually independent. It really isn't. It's just a rag of shit. Same as the rest of them.
Well, it can be both.
Yeah, all right.
It can be independent and shit.
Yeah, I think as soon as you, they're meant to be independently researched. I think it's just bollocks. To be fair, it came up when I was looking
No,
today.
they don't claim to be independently researched.
Dirt.
It's a non-party political thing, isn't it? It's not.
It is.
I agree, it's not. But
It's not. The I was going to say funniest couple I ever saw in a vape shop was a couple came in. And,
Markham and Wise.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's amazing. Sorry, I spoke that.
No, yeah, and the guy, it was a typical heterosexual couple, and they came up to the counter, and she said, "Excuse me," and he went, "No, love, shh." And then one of my colleagues went, "How can I help?" And he went, "She wants a new flavour, but she's a fucking dickhead." Amazing.
That's true love.
That reminded me of that's just how that's what I do when they come over the menu at a restaurant. I go, "Don't give her one, give both to me. She's a dickhead," and then order for her. It's really going well.
Well, that's a bit different.
Jake, are we back to you?
Yeah, go on then.
Go, Evo. Back rows?
No, not Evo. Still not Evo. Still not Evo. That I haven't. No, I've messaged the moderator today and I've got nothing back. So I am going to show some pictures. But that's all I'm going to do. This is the Neo Go.
Oh yeah.
It was many weeks. It's here. It's here. They're going out like any day now. We've got pictures. We've got our picture. We've got pictures. We've got to use the manual. Rich, press some buttons.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it. Like white on rice.
Oh, so this is the Neo Go. It's the only one out there. It's the only, as far as I'm aware, mod which isn't a pod system that is featuring the Go chip from Evolve. It has got a 510 adjustable pin. It's got a pin. It's got a aluminium. So it's from 67 mods and Stimpy Vapor, as we would probably already know. It's a little weiny thing. It takes 18350 battery. It's a 24mm wide cup on it. Not cup, 510 flush. It's 61mm high, and it is available in full polished aluminium and black anodized, both with stainless steel buttons. The first batch, it's going out this week. I think it's going out tomorrow. It's going out the weekend. It's coming. People are going to be receiving them soon. The next batch, which is on sale now, going out the 23rd of May. It's just an update. That's all it is. And
who's making? Oh, it went really hard. Who are making these?
This is
67 ones.
Yeah, Raphael.
Nice.
Raphael.
We better get one. Either me or you better get one of these, James.
Yeah,
all the
67.
plug-in we've given this.
Definitely.
You should definitely get one of these. I mean,
I'll send it you after.
It is going to be. You are bound. We've said this before, I'm sure. You are bound by the parameters of the Go board. So you have got to use stainless steel or something like that. Something that's going to be I think you are bound to just stay on the still. But the manual's online if you want to read a bit more. Like if you don't remember 67 mods, it's available to download now. Pictures are on there. Hopefully the pictures are on screen or were on screen. It's a tiny weeny thing with the go board in.
Yeah,
that's it. That's how I'm done.
350 jobby.
Yep.
It's perfect. It's a mouth to longest dream.
Yeah, definitely pub mod, isn't it? I'd like that with the older.
That would be perfect for your little
Dwar.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Sweet. Like it.
Good times. Shall I do mine now?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been scouring the net, and I've got a few choice pieces off of the old Instagram for y'all, and we saw these at Expo as well, so quite easy to go through. First one is the Recurve Dual. So this was a very, very popular Mike Vapes project. Previously, the Recurve RDA did quite well in squonking circles as well. Originally single coil, they have now made a dual coil version, and as you can see from the pictures, basically they've made it wider to accommodate an extra coil. They've moved the airflow around a little bit as well, but is effectively just the Recurve single coil RDA, just doubled up really. There's pictures in the drive if anyone wants to have a peek.
Yeah, see, the thing is, the original recoil, though, it was kind of cradled with the airflow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So now individual, you only half a cradle per coil now.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Is that going to make a big difference? Do you think to the flavour on that?
I had a go on one at Expo. I had a little chat with Mike, and I think the extra coil in there for the extra 2 mil of width just provides so much more intensity of flavour. It doesn't matter.
Cool.
It definitely loses some of its design intellectual property, but it's just turned it into an absolute flavour beast. It really has. I think that it turned heads in the mainstream circles because it was a very, very flavoursome squonky natty, but actually in our circles it still wasn't a patch on like the Haku and things like that, because we were used to the condensed chamber and deck, but it really turned heads the other way around. But now I think that is a really, really, as long as you're happy with dual coil squonking.
Yeah, but you see, I was going to say, but think of the Dead Rabbit, which was turning heads in every which way, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah. Well, the genius of the Dead Rabbit was the higher coils closer to the.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought it would wick, and it did.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
Doesn't look like it will.
I didn't think it was wick. I went on record as saying I don't think it'll work out, but it did, and yeah, but it's very nice. Fans of the Recurve original will go nuts for that, I think. And if you're a flavour chaser, then you will be satisfied, because that is quite an intense vape. So that was on Instagram this week. Also, we had, and again. At Expo as well, we saw this. This is the new Hellvape 1, designed by Hellvape and Matt Cully, so my mod. This is the Passage RDA.
Sorry, bad now.
It's hard to not have mental images with this. No. It's called that because because the airflow takes an interesting passage.
Is it more of a back passage?
Yes, it comes at the top. You can see in the picture there. It comes in through those holes, but it actually comes out into the deck much lower than it looks like on those pictures. So there's a picture of the deck here. The deck is actually quite clever as well. Not particularly innovative at all, but it's kind of a cross between the Goon deck and the Velocity deck, which are the two officially best decks. So
True.
It's a clamp that works upwards and downwards. So you can
Oh, I see what you mean.
So you can put the coil in without bending anything, just like a Velocity, but it does clamp them like a Goon.
Oh.
So is that spring loaded? How does that work?
Yeah, spring loaded.
Or is it just on that thread that'll move? No, I'm not sure how that works exactly, but yeah, cool.
At Expo, I couldn't really see for the cotton. The one thing I was concerned with is the fact that the air goes in goes down and then comes out. Because on previous RTAs, that's made it really noisy and restricted. And
really buffered.
I think I'm right in saying they've actually bothered to not bevel but curve the channel.
Okay.
And it's really helped. It's not quiet, but it's really smooth.
That's going to be tricky for machine as well, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's much slicker in real life than I thought it would be. It's a nice vape, and it probably is the easiest dual coil deck I've sort of seen to build on.
Derry and Rob are both saying that there's no springs. Just the bar just floats. Derry's saying it's not spring loaded, but it moves freely.
Yeah, so I get how it's clamping the bottom lead, but I don't get how it's clamping the top. But the RDAs they had on show were completely all wicked up, and so you couldn't really get inside it. So I don't exactly know how it's clamping both leads, but yeah, again.
Well, if you push it underneath and then you squish it down, or if you put it in the top and then you screw it up and it clamps up.
Yeah, but it looks like one bar though.
It does look like one bar. Yeah, I don't get
unless the top lead is just it's just locked in by the actual screw.
Maybe, and then that pushes
so the top
down.
lead's pinched by the screw pushes the clamp.
Maybe that's how it works. That makes some sense.
But so there was that's on Instagram. That'll be out next week. Hell Vape, on the whole, do make good eyes. So that I was pleasantly because I really like Matt. He's probably the most normal American reviewer.
He's lovely. Every time we've had him on the show, he's one. It sounds really stupid, but you have the people who are kind of easy to set up when we're going, and Matt's brilliant. A
lot of them are potty. A lot of the American guys are absolutely potty.
I do remember Matt. He did come up with my favourite quote. I think we were just about to go. We were about to go, and we said, "So you're totally comfortable. It's all going to go totally fine." I think I was doing that bit, and he went, "Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, if we just do this, John, if you just repeat anything anybody else says, then I'll understand." That's not going to work.
I like that when him and V come over, they don't just do the vape thing and leave. They actually go and see some stuff as well. It's very, very sensible.
I remember him telling me he didn't like the service industry. He said everybody seems to be really miserable. I said, that's because we pay them.
Yeah.
That's the difference. In the US, they're begging for tips, but we just pay them.
Yeah. It is a completely different system. The last one, this is just a bit funny. This was on Stefan Didak's Instagram. He's a big advocate guy in the States, and he I assume he's either photoshopped or someone's put this up as a real thing for fun. San Francisco Supervisor Walton and City Attorney Herrera have a solution to all human excrement on the streets. Let's vote to ban all e-cigs. When people hear about that, they will all shit their pants. So this is about the San Francisco passing all these new vaping laws, yet they still have a feces on the streets epidemic. They're one of the only states in America that have this problem on a major level of there just being human shit all over the place.
Nice. You can have
they haven't come up with any legislation for that yet, but they're very keen to ban flavours and online sales of electric cigarettes.
Amazing.
Just thought it was a bit of fun.
I think we're going to flick to Riyadh, having Riyadh on the show.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the Alpha 3.
The Alpha 3, yeah.
The Alpha 3. Yeah.
I've got one.
What is it? What does it do?
It is. I can show you.
Oh, you've got one, Riyadh.
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay.
Just the one, though.
You can open beer with it, but what it does, there's a little groove there. Oh, I quite like this, by the way. Look, Riyadh, look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you do it on camera now.
Oh, yeah, I've got no problem with it. So, if you just... It's a nib remover. If you put this over the top, and then... Oh, fuck me in the dick. Fuck it. Don't do it with a damp one. Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll do really well here.
Right.
Fuck me in the cock.
I'll show you.
I shouldn't have said that, should I?
You really
I'll show
shouldn't.
you. Look. Right. Literally.
Please, Riyadh.
Get it over. Yeah. and then left. Did you see
I
that?
should have just looked. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you have
Sorry.
to look. That's the on-camera tricks. See,
You
it's
know
not
what it
easy
is?
on camera.
John
is
has
it?
been opening beers with his, and he's fucked it. That's what's happened there. You're not supposed to open beer. And I said to you last week,
Hey.
don't open beers with them. You
No.
took that off camera and pulled that up with
No,
somebody
no,
else.
no. Here we go. It's on. It's on completely. Let me just get the fucking lid off. I've got it now. Now if I
That's
got
why you
it.
got a problem there.
And the groove, the little groove inside, is even better. Because that
Tell us about the groove.
my pet here is Nick Shots.
Oh, it's this groove here.
Yeah, that groove that John's showing.
I'm a
That
big
my
fan of the
pet here
groove.
is Nick
Tell us
Shots,
all about the groove.
getting the tip off the Nick Shot, and that little groove you just put on the 10ml bottle.
Sliding. I did release a promo video before we went live.
You did.
I was
Did you see my Instagram story?
no.
Oh,
I was somewhat
gorgeous.
trying to entertain
I
myself.
saw it. I saw it. I saw it.
Yay! Yeah. So it's a bottle opener. Where did you get the idea from, Riyadh?
What sort of question's that?
But I wouldn't have had you down as someone that's constantly opening juice bottles and getting cross.
He is because he works at a vape shop and runs it.
I work in
Yeah,
a
but
vape.
yeah. So you're surrounded by pre-Nick juice.
No, not in the short fields.
100% not in Shortfields.
So it was literally born out of frustration.
It was literally born out of right. Okay, so there's two reasons. The first reason is obviously you get customers asking to open the bottles for you, not pour it. That would be illegal. Asking to open them, right?
Right.
The second one is when customers do it themselves, right? So they'll grab the screwdriver, they'll grab a pair of pliers or whatever it is, and then they just leave shit fucking everywhere.
Mm.
So I thought there's got to be an easier way. So we went and we started 3D printing some. Just for me, it was solely for me. It wasn't for anybody else. It was for me, and we come up with a few designs, and they were working fine 3D printed, but they're brittle as hell. So then we started developing it for to be manufactured in China out of metal, and the rest is history, so to speak. I have to say, as much credit as I take for this, the old 10mm thing. Nah, fuck it, I take all the credit. Well, no, the 10mm thing wasn't my idea. The 10mm thing was Jed's, my business partners. We just refined it a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just scrolling back to the first conversation we had about this, the 18th of March, which is you saying, "Hello, bud, may I have a product you might be interested in?" And I said, "What's that?" And then he said, "That was a teaser."
Oh no! But I said that because I said that, and I had a customer in the shop, and I was busy, so it took a little while for me to get back to you.
And then Riyadh sent me a picture of what it was, and said it's a 3-in-1 short fill bottle opener. And as soon as you showed me it, I just got it straight away. And then we were talking pricing within about less than 5 minutes of you showing me a piece of plastic.
I'd already got the price in there. That was the
yeah, exactly. And so I asked you, and I said, "Oh, what's the RRP?" And then and you said, "Yeah, I've already got the cost." I said, "Okay." Because I said, "I'll have 250," and you put, "Really? That many?"
Really? That many? Yeah.
Up to now, I've always used these.
Yeah.
Everybody does
The
that.
problem with that is the
Cross
nib
the nib.
is never the same again.
No.
Because you're wrecking it. It's either heavily compromised or knacked.
Danger as well. You got to think of danger.
Yeah, I always use a really sharp knife, and it's not always the best. I've had
The granddad jokes coming out.
not granddad, just dad. Fuck off, Rick.
It's been and it was, so I've been kind of following this, and I was, as soon as I saw it, I think I was really, there was a real cautious bit of me kind of going, "Fucking hell, don't tell anybody," because it's such a you nailed it. And I was just going, "Oh, don't say anything to anybody." Even when I was speaking to the other dudes on the show, I said, someone you'll be surprised at has shown me something today, and I'm definitely in. Definitely, it's fucking brilliant.
On a serious note, now it's out there, or when it gets out there a little bit more, are you worried about everyone just copying it?
No,
We talked about this earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, myself and Jed discussed it before we even got it manufactured, and we said it's going to be a flash in the pan thing. It's going to be the only way we can stay ahead of the game is maybe have something extra that it does, which we're already talking about. Obviously not going to be released straight away. We're waiting until sales slow down this one. And then, me too. Let's face it.
Yeah.
But we've already talked about something extra, and I think I've had a conversation with you as well, John. Earlier. Yeah, we were on the phone earlier, weren't we?
I don't worry, my brain's there. I'm fucked as well.
Yeah, I do.
Idiots going, I don't know. Yeah, I did talk to it.
Literally, I mean, I have to give John credit, because if it wasn't for John saying I'll have 250, which is, we did say the number, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I probably wouldn't have pursued it as hard as I did.
I was so chuffed. Seriously, the second I saw it, I just thought, no, I absolutely back you with that. And then and I was totally right. We just had Nick had them first, or with who else had them as well? Somebody else.
No, it's just had Nick place the first order, but
so if you want to get one, if we've teased
just
you into
Nick.co.uk, Alpha 3. I put them on sale at 4:00 yesterday afternoon, and it just exploded. And I knew it would, and it went mental, absolutely mad.
And if you're a shop, get in touch with Riyadh.
Yeah, get in touch with Riyadh.
Yeah, well, I'm out of stock. I'm out of stock for another.
He's going to have some in 3 weeks' time.
3 weeks. I mean, the most mental thing is we currently have 2 distros on board now. We sold out of our stock in like 2 days. 2 distros on board, and plenty of shops. We even have a sole Northern Ireland distributor.
How was it received at Expo? Because you were showing it off at Expo, weren't you?
It was good. Do you know what? Obviously, you have doubts.
You were on the endless stand, weren't you?
We were on the endless stand. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point as well. If it wasn't for Paul Harrison, I don't think it would have been as big. Because we weren't going down to Expo. It was literally Paul was like, "Come down."
I think you needed it for your stress levels, because talking to Rick like 2 days before we got them, he was like, "Shit, it's really shit. This is really stupid. This isn't going to sell." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up. It's going to sell. Don't worry about it."
True.
And then I think there was a moment on Friday when you went, "Do you still want them?" No.
Yeah. Well, you do start doubting yourself. You do start sort of doubting your product.
The thing that I had loads of people, a lot of people not within the industry. James, you definitely done this, and Richard, when you were doing the tank, it's such a vicious industry that you have to be. Everything is hidden right until the last second, till you've got to show your hand, and no one can fuck you over. And so James, when you're working on a flavour, or when we're working, like I'm working on something, and as I said, when Richard was doing the tank and Rick was doing this. It's very hard when you can't test public opinion, because you can't. Because in other industries, you can test public opinion. You can say, "What if we do this?" But you can't fucking do that in this industry, because everybody will make it before you finish. Because you'll give away one element, and that's it. Done.
But the massive turning point, I think, was at Expo, when people started coming up to us and saying, "It's genius. It fucking works. It's genius." And we just, myself and Jed, we just looked at each other. We're like, actually, we might have something here. And I was just reading in the chat. Yeah, Gary Dibley is taking them to Hall of Vape.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Which could be insane. Have I sent one? Yes, I have, John Malcolm. Yes, I have. Business is business, mate. But no, it's been absolutely insane. Like I said earlier, it's just literally been crazy. I mean, I was 12 o'clock last night. I was doing a deal with a distro. It was just like it's been non-stop. I had to get the Alpha Free website, Facebook page. We had to get our website ready, and it turns out we've got no stock to sell anyway.
That's normal. That's normal vape stuff.
So, but it got to a point today where I had nothing, literally nothing to do, and I just sat there and I just smiled at myself. I just thought, yeah,
fuck you. I got loads. I'm gonna die tomorrow. Die.
So, are you distroing it yourself in the UK?
Yes, we are destroying it. Evolution will have it in 3 weeks.
Right.
I've been. Do you know one thing just to say as well? I mean, we're as a group, we're incredibly proud of you.
Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I don't get it because it's a fucking bottle opener.
It don't matter. It don't matter because
and it's not just a bottle. If it was just a bottle opener, then people would just use a bottle opener. They would just choose a bottle opener. It's a bottle. This is the thing that I was thinking about this today, and for me, what it is it's one of them things where you go, well, fucking, I could have thought of that. I could have thought of that, but nobody else thought of that. And that's one of the key elements of a brilliant design.
Yeah, that's not James is spot on. Also, though, it's another thing to have the idea and another thing to bring it to market.
Someone did think of it, and someone did try and bring it to market, and he got talked out of it. I got that message the day after it.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Funny that, isn't it?
Amazing.
But that's the thing. It's that getting it. It's having people around you who will take you over the finish line. And the other thing is, as I talked to Riyadh earlier, we first started talking about the retail and started talking about the price retail. The £4 was Riyadh's recommended retail, and he could have, as we were talking about, I said you could have $9.99 it and nobody would have questioned it.
I think, to be honest, John, to quote you, you said you'd have to manufacture a shitload to get that price, and I was like, nah, it's already done.
It wasn't. Yeah, I did say that, and as I said today as well, though, what you've oddly done is you've got around the cloners, because a couple of people in chat mentioned this, but where you don't know something that other people on the show do know. When you import large items or items that weigh a lot, you have to pay a bill, and the margin that Riyadh's got, you couldn't clone it. It's not worth it. There's no money in it at all. Even if you did it, you just couldn't distro it. You couldn't pay the weigh bill. It'd be totally pointless. Even on if I buy 1,000 bottles, I normally pay a weigh bill of if I buy 2,000 bottles, I pay a weigh bill of about 160 quid. It's just not worth it. When your margin's that tight, you'd literally, someone would have to clone it, know they were going to sell them, and buy 50,000 to make that worth it. And they won't, because it's madness.
Yeah, I think, these aren't the lightest things in the world, and 1,000 of them weighs like near on 40 kilos.
It's fucking nightmare.
I mean, the boxes are small, so that sort of pays in our favour a little bit, but because they are based on volume as well.
I'll tell the driver yesterday delivered them, because I saw him getting ready to pick it up, and I thought, no, don't, and he went, oh, okay, that weighs more than I was expecting.
But yeah, it's 40 kilos from China. It's pretty expensive. I can't wait for our next bill for postage.
Nobody takes it. I get one of the things I get shit for sometimes. When people, I've been stopped at shows by somebody who said, yeah, I would use it, but I know how much that costs. You don't, because you don't know what the tax is.
Talk to Rick. We were talking to Rick at Expo. He pays like £1,000. I can't remember.
DHL.
Was it DHL? He pays just £1,000 a week, just bosh, just like as a standard.
You have to. Shit don't move unless you start paying your bills, like and they're big custom bills. When somebody gets like if you get a mod from America and they charge you 12 quid, you think, yeah, that's nothing. when they get you properly and they send you a bill, you're like, oh, I don't pay that.
Anyway, that's lovely, Riyadh. Let's carry on.
We loved it. It was wicked. I got to roll. Okay, to roll into the next thing. Oh, James, you've got one more, haven't you? James?
I have no. Let's leave it for another week. Let's leave it for another week.
Okay. Expo. Thoughts, Richard. What do you think of the show?
I thought the show.
Sorry, 2 seconds. I just saw a question in chat. Are they all laser cut or water jet? They're not. They're done via mold.
They're cast.
So then you have a mold fee as well on top of that. Let's not forget that.
It's called tooling.
And then obviously to coat it and whatnot. Yes, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but anyway, sorry. How was the show, Richard?
If you've been to any of the previous vape expos, then it was very, very similar to those. In the way it looked, in the way it felt, vibe, all that, the stands that were there, etc. I think that it has to be said it was noticeably quieter.
Really, I would say it was 2/3 less people there.
I think I would say half at peak time. I would say on the Saturday there was, in the middle of Saturday there was half as many as previous year. But the end of Saturday, I was walking around at 4 o'clock on the Saturday, 4 p.m, and it was really quiet. And on the Sunday, really, really quiet.
Did you go back Sunday?
You popped in on Sunday.
Ah, right. Wow, no.
Really quickly popped in. Very, really quiet. Really, really quiet on the Sunday. I think there was enough people overall that it wasn't a problem. But it doesn't. But you can't look past the fact it was quieter. It was quieter on the Sunday for sure.
Right, I just thought.
So yeah, quieter overall, people-wise.
My judgment's always, can you see the carpet on a Saturday? And if you can see the carpet, it's gone. There isn't as many people, and there was.
There wasn't too much CBD. I think there was a big worry within the community that they would be absolutely overwhelmed with CBD. There wasn't at all. I think there was 4 major CBD people.
They were loving it on the billboards as you drove up there.
But that's where the money is right now, so that's where the money goes into sponsorship and ads. But in the actual stalls, I think there's only 4 major. Salt was as big as CBD, I think, I would say. A lot of salt lines were released. And the biggest sort of thing stand to stand was probably pods. A lot of pods.
There was distinctly more hardware from what I noticed than previous years.
Yeah. Although a lot of the manufacturers weren't selling on the Saturday.
Yeah, they weren't selling. Yeah.
I bet they regretted that on the Sunday. So the as always, the shops that actually carry a wide variety of stock were cleaning up. Evolution was cleaning up big.
Yeah, Evolution was busy pretty much the whole time.
They almost orchestrated a situation where there was an entire expo of vape. They're right in the middle, and they're the only people selling stuff. So they must have cleaned up. They were. It was hard to get. Me and Mark Ski went to get a little variable wattage system for his receptionist, and we had to queue. Basically, had to queue to get served. Again,
even when we popped over to see the Bogan, it was round over there.
Yeah.
I do love Sam. He's so nice.
Also, and Colin's just reminded me in chat, Colin got the SX SL class for 100 quid, stabilised wood version, and it was gorgeous, 100 quid. So they weren't taking advantage of the situation at all. No. That's an absolute bargain in my opinion. So it was good. So that was good. In terms of everything else, it was great because everything else is us lot hanging out.
Oh yeah, definitely not knocking that. I
really enjoyed the Sky Bar. We had a bit of fun in the casino on the Friday.
Yeah,
all good times.
I was a bit disappointed you didn't go to your regular haunt for a curry though, because I mean, we went out. It was quite nice.
I tell you what, we would have.
We decided to go into town. It was a
nightmare.
We had myself, Jed, Johnny, which is one of our staff, who went down there with Overkill, Dean, who's also an Overkill, and one of his mates. Looks no older than 12, a bit like you, Richard, but he laughs like Jimmy Carr. It was fucking amazing. Yeah, exactly like that. And then we had Nigel and Marksky come over as well for a curry.
We
Yeah.
did that. We went up to the Sky Bar. We went out into town, had a curry, and we went up to the Sky Bar. The Sky Bar was nice.
Very nice. I can't believe it's taken us 4 years to find that.
Honestly, one of the best things about Expo, James, which sadly you missed, was Pissed Richard. One of the funniest things
On the Friday.
On the Friday, you'd have seen this. We have a chat between the hosts, and Richard sent me a message saying, sent me one message saying, "Are you nearly here?" There, and I said, "Yeah," and I said, "Yeah, it shouldn't be long now. We're just going to check in." And he put, "I'm gonna cuddle you so bad," and I thought he's really.
It didn't help you coming in cold at 8:30 in the evening.
Yeah, it was really.
Been drinking
fun.
since like 11.
It was proper good. I really enjoyed that.
Me and Rick had a laugh on the casino. That was good. That was a learning curve.
Quick, but as Richard quite rightly said, I hung around outside the Weatherspoons most Saturday and sat with all the Omies, and they were as awesome as always. That was all. It's absolutely wicked. I met Mrs. Colin as well.
Oh yeah,
was
lovely.
I met John Smith for the first time ever. Santa Claus himself came down.
The first time.
I'm not going to name check everybody, but it was wicked having everybody come down.
And Andy, who kept
Andy
us
Fairchild
company
hung around.
all weekend. He had a blinder.
Yeah. He's in chat right now.
I want to know how many times John Smith said his name and people have gone.
He bought a pint of John Smith's just cause.
I said that. Well, the first time I ever spoke to him, I said, "When you get pulled over, do they go down?" Name John Smith. No, it's not. All right, it's 10:20.
It was a good event, but there were some. It was noticeably less attended.
Yeah, it was. But the Amy's turned out in full force, which I always really like. And people came from everywhere. Mario came up from London. So Mick Shoy did a magic trick show outside the pub. It was fucking amazing. Had a pack of cards.
Which I was sat right there and I missed.
It was good. It was really good.
It was about 6 feet away. Good.
It was
I like a bit of it's not magic, is it? Let's face it.
It is magic.
Fuck off. Being a guy that believes in science, you know it's not magic. Don't even.
No, but I do like it. I like being fooled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sleight of hand is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Has James fallen off the show?
Just in time for Travava.
We need him for Travava.
Oh, we got that.
Let's do some filler.
Right.
Okay, I was just here's a quick bit of filler, which is iOS. He's back. iOS. We know we said we were going to do it, but we're really going to try and do it, which is do an ideal home show meet.
Yeah. So the thinking behind Expo was, we've done it now. We've been to Birmingham. We've been to Solihull. We've done everything on campus. So we are going to start arranging a proper ideal home show meetup. So details to follow.
In Scotland.
No, but it's going to be sort of School of Vape-esque.
Why don't you do it up north in like James's hometown? That'd be cool.
It'll be in the middle of the island.
We'll go to the middle of the island.
No, it'll be in the middle of the country.
Yeah, not in the middle of the island because
No.
you're fucking where Leeds sort of area. That'd be where you're from. Yeah, that'd be handy for you.
No, it's going to be yes. So that is actually a thing now. We're definitely going to do that. Possibly the end of this year, November-ish.
Definitely, probably, almost.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Probably almost.
Yeah, we're going to start doing that now. So that's the thing. So stay tuned. We'll keep you informed of how that's going. But it is 19 minutes past 10, which can only mean one thing.
It can.
It's Travava. I've been messing with this, so the picture that this starts on could be anywhere, so I'll just describe it.
Can I just say I'll be seeing about 30 seconds after everybody else on the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you can't see the thing. Well, enjoy the show.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'll just comment as if I could see
just
it.
play along.
Yeah, play along, mate.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first picture is a Hellfire glass of lager.
Okay, we're good. This is Aidan Linney, and this is it's Hellfire Lager.
That's really good, actually.
That's a reach. I can't even see it.
I like it.
It's good. Next one.
Next one is
I didn't even
Elvis.
get it.
Oh, didn't we have this last week?
Yeah.
Did we have it? Did we have?
No,
one?
we didn't.
The week before last, we had this. It's a it's a microphone upside down, isn't it?
I think it looks like a mod. I haven't seen this, but I wasn't here the week before last, so I don't know.
Oh, I thought last week we didn't have a Trevor.
Well, I'm sure.
Let's continue. Okay, so this is Elvis, but it looks more like
It is a good one.
What's he called?
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like Travava. It doesn't look like Elvis.
No. That's Andy Wilson. Let's go to the next one's definitely a new one.
That is brilliant. That's a speaker.
This is Ben Goodyear. It's a beautiful speaker as well, isn't it?
The microphone upside down one's brilliant.
This is who's this one? Speaker?
This is Ben Goodyear.
That is a gorgeous speaker. What's the science behind that?
It's same as the Bose thing.
The further it travels, the kind of the
Oh right. Well, why not put loads of bends in it then?
I don't know. Probably too many bends fucks it up.
Yeah, but really quiet with.
I love that. That is.
Is my camera frozen? To you?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, on my screen.
I'll be back.
Anyway, we're now looking at some mech mods with holes in.
Oh, Bob Clark. These are what are these? I can't remember what these were, but they're not mods. They're not mods, but they look like mods. 18350, 18650, and a stacked jobby. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. I mean,
that's pretty good.
To be honest with you, I think if we had a mod like that, if there was a real life mod like that, that's what we're looking at there, Rick.
Yeah, do you know what I was going to say? The only thing worse than Tribatava is not being able to see the Tribatavas.
You can see it. It's a minute late.
Okay, I'll hold them up for you, Riyadh.
Thank you.
China players. Next one is Colin Albin.
Deja Voodoo beers.
Yeah. So beers and also Voodoo Brew. I think this is. Oh, Deja Vu.
Yep.
Deja Voodoo is the liquid. That's what it's called.
There's an RDA called that as well. There's an RDA called that as well. Very good.
Oh,
very good.
The many levels there from.
This is Itinerary, Sandbanks, Blythe.
Ah, very good.
We've got a few this week of just things that say Blythe on them. Things that say Blythe. That's just that's reminded. Colin,
what app is that then? What
Itinerary is? Yeah, I don't know. Is it?
No.
He's a delivery driver.
Oh.
So we're probably not supposed to say that.
You know, Sandbanks is actually right next to where I used to live. It's probably like the 4th or 5th most expensive place to live in the world.
It is, yeah. It's got that one strip of.
Absolute non-reachy Travava, ultimate wingman.
Do you know what? I was pissed when I saw this, and it's a GIF, and I thought it was me. That's how pissed I was. I looked at it and I went, "Oh, what the fuck? When did I do that?"
What is it then?
It's meant to be me.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks a bit like John. It looks a little bit. I mean, I try to snap the best because I don't think we can put GIFs on the show, so I try to snap the best.
Honestly, I thought it was me.
Best Johnny one.
I really liked it.
That does actually look like you, John.
It is weird, isn't it?
Next one, Derail Ale.
Yeah, derailment. That's another juicy one. That's from Craig Nichols. Next one.
A lot of people like the car racing, don't they? In our group.
With the vroom vroom and stuff.
I think it's shit.
Yeah, me.
I know. I mean, can you imagine seeing it live? I couldn't imagine seeing it live. We're just with a.
How can you have a race where the fastest car has a head start?
What sort of car race?
It was
Formula One.
Formula One's fucking brilliant.
Oh, so boring. I'm with James. Where the fuck would you go? Done. I mean, fuck that.
It's really loud in real life as well.
No, not no more. Not with the new engines. Well, I say new engines. They're about 4 years old, but
$49 and get free.
Well, this is from John Free. This is from John
Free
Free.
shit.
Little thing. It's a free shit crew. It was especially relevant because we've just had Expo.
Fair play.
Expo is from Dale Walker. This is a man who looks like a vapor. Is it? I think that's.
Oh, I think they were going for Dean. And it looks.
I think it's supposed to be Dean. I think
it looks more like me. It looks more like me.
Yeah,
it looks more like you.
It's way better than Dean's.
That was from Dale Walker. Next one, Daniel Thornton. And he's put a bit of effort in this one. Look, he's took a photo of the Quark. It's a Quark yogurt or whatever that is.
Yes, yogurt. But is that quark? And is that what that's called? A quark? The mod?
From BVB.
Ah, okay.
That was Daniel Thornton. Next one, Daniel Williams.
Goon Squad.
Goon Squad.
Games, right?
Nice. No. Oh, but also, what is Rage? What is Rage? I don't know.
A long time ago, there was a 3-in-1 called Rage.
Mm.
Next one is from
It's a shit doubler.
Dave Cat.
Storage on site.
Tin Roof. Yeah, we've got a Victory Group. A Victory Group.
And what's the other
company?
one? How's it more than one? Is that it?
No, that's not a doubler.
That's shit. Catton, you're a fucking idiot. That's rubbish.
Tesla remote activating fire valve.
This is from Derry, not Irish Murphy.
Oh yeah, he's not even Irish.
He's not even Irish. That was a shock. You know what? He's from the most Irish sounding place in the world. Well,
and he's got the most Irish sounding name as well.
Yes, Derry, which is a place in Ireland, and Murphy, which is the only surname they use there.
He's from Tipperary. He's like, all right, geezers, I'm Derry. Thanks for me green ass and shit.
Apples and pears.
You know what I mean? Next one, Forrest Leishman.
Oh, we're looking. Yep. Sat nav, Jobby.
Anywhere for you.
It's good. It says John Martin.
John Martin. It's good.
Yep. Next one, Fro Taylor.
Popular name, isn't it?
It is.
Wish.
Yeah, that's another Wish one. It's got skulls on. Looks like a giant mod. Actually, if you look up close, that's not bad. I'm showing Rick there.
Yeah. It's a pool cue. Is that what it is?
And all the bits as well, the little black bit at the bottom as well.
Okay.
It is indeed a pool cue. Next one, George Morrison. It's an Evil Genius one.
Evil Genius.
I've seen it before. Very good. Thank you very much, George. Oh, I've went far too far there.
Adidas Men's Crazy.
I thought we got. Oh yeah, got it. Yeah.
Where are we?
Adidas. It's a big Adidas shoe.
Oh yeah. This is all day vape.
ADV.
Next one is from me again.
Blow.
This is. It looks like it says old on the screen in reverse. It's blow. I can't remember what it was. It was a fan that you put down your t-shirt to keep you cool. It looks a bit like the blue logo. And it's blow, but it's blue. Next one.
It's identical to the blue logo.
It's very, very simple, isn't it?
James, you're only in reverse to you.
Oh, okay then. Right. Of course I am. Professional. Okay, next one is Jason Coppinger. This reminds him of Nigel Moxon. It's the Harvey Skull thing.
Oh, right, yep.
I quite like this because no one's ever done it to me, actually.
Yeah, G. Hannon. Fido Dido.
That's the 7-Up guy.
John. When he's got his crazy hair on, he's using the finger there, but if he had his index up there, yeah.
I quite like it.
So, Fido Dido guy is the 7-Up guy.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Next one is from Parker.
Oh yeah, this was what was it? A symbolic Travava?
Yeah, did we have this one? I can't remember. I'm always drunk. I come off past 10.
It's really bad.
He's subverting the form though, John. You've got to give a bit of credit. No.
Yeah, disappearing cigarettes. Oh, that was deep from Parker there, man.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Before you go any further, please tell me you're not going to show that one that was put up with the gag.
No, I'm not. I didn't. No.
Because there's got to be something.
I didn't even get what it was supposed to be. He said it was like a in-car pod system. It was no. I refused. I would not lower the tone any lower than John already lowers the tone. Next one is just another Blythe one. That's from
me. I just like any cash in hand jobs.
Yeah,
there is cash in hand jobs.
I
like the word services so close to the word Blythe.
We've got another one from John.
Oh, yeah, Pickle Rick's Pizza. That's fucking copyright infringement.
Next one. It is.
That's
Pickle
intellectual
Rick's,
property, isn't it?
It totally is. We've got a bar something called the Pickle as well, which uses exactly the same.
How did ODB get away with that?
I wondered that myself, and yet they had to carry on with somebody cloning cloning their designs, and I was like, well, have they got
I had a
permission
joint with
from
him.
Adult Swim? That seems unlikely.
It's yeah, that's a funny one because they're a very well-established vape outfit. Anyway, Stockport for fuck's sake. News thump.
Oh, it was Pickled Rick. Is that the one?
Oh, that was Pickled Rick. Yep, that we just did that. Now we're on
Oh.
News thump.
Oh, it's Mark Dolan.
It is Dolan, isn't it?
It is a bit like Dolan.
It is close.
Dolan sent me a message saying he thought that was him.
If he lost 20, it would be.
Inches.
Yeah. Midget.
We've got a triophobic based one.
Why are triophobics scared of crumpets?
I did that as well. I did 3 this week.
Because they got fucking holes in them.
Okay. Oh, next one. Next one's from Kristen Holmes. This is a really good one. I thought this was a really good one. This is where a toilet's been.
Oh, that was fucking good.
It is good. It is good. It looks
Wait,
like
no,
That's a good sentence as well.
I didn't get it.
It looks like the top of a mod.
Yeah, it's
Ria.
like the footprint of our top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, 5'10". Yeah, it could easily
Yeah.
be a mod.
Who sent that one?
That was from Kristen Holmes.
You're winning. You're winning, mate.
You are. Next one, Glenn Burgess. This is the.
Shoeliners?
I don't think there's any winners with Travatola, to be fair.
Socks made by children.
Ages.
They're all winners. Yeah, I guess that's right. Next one, another one from Len, which is an ESG number plate.
Reachy.
Next one is from Dolan, who has just been a trial photographer
I
himself.
like that, mods. That works.
Shaping a generator. Obviously, it's a different type of mod, but
It's
we
got
get
to be
it.
so tempting to use that arrow to get a picture.
Blythes.
Yeah, from Mark Ski.
Big fan.
Yeah,
Live's
apparently
garage.
don't have a garage. Apparently, you shouldn't go there. Blythe with an A, though.
Oh,
Blythe with-
really? That's slander.
It's opinion, actually. Not slander.
no, it's not my opinion.
Allegedly.
My opinion. It is.
316
What's opinion?
SS.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, and 2 million. It's got 2 million on there.
Oh, yeah.
It could be vaping related. I don't know what it is. But is it a stirry thing? Is it speculum? Is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Could use it.
Next one, but that was from Mark Temple Hawes. Next one is from Matt Johnson.
Yeah.
It's a John Martin cuff.
Yeah, I
Rundown.
can vouch for that. It is top quality, mate.
Oh, it is, yeah, for sure. Next one.
So I'm told, anyway.
Looks coily. Looks very coily. It's because it's a coil. That's why.
Yeah.
It is good. It is like that.
It's like an obscene build deck, isn't it?
It is. Next one's from Pradeep.
We haven't had an animal one for a while. So I'm going to say that's a pass for trimming your cotton.
Yeah. Let's move on. Next one is this is from Warwick.
Didn't get this.
That's McDonald's, isn't it? It's McDonald's.
Okay, this is if I remember rightly, this is something to do with.
It's to do with the board number or something.
Yeah, it is. It's something to do with what they call the switch fit or something like that. I don't know what the number is. 3034. What I don't know.
Oh, it's KFC, actually, isn't it?
But some people went, "Ha, that's very good, Rick," and I was like, "Oh, okay, then so it must be a try."
Yeah, I agree. That's fine.
Now looking at a robot.
Scotty Bugfoot.
It's coil on the top of his head.
He's got coil in his buns. Put some effort into Scotty. You'll love Scotty. Next one, Steve-O Knievo. Who's got a brilliant name. This is Octopus Mods. It's very similar to the cutout in Octopus Mods. Next one.
It's the wrong amount of legs, though, isn't it?
It's yeah. I mean, it's factually inaccurate.
Coil winding machines now back in stock.
Next one. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is from Toby Cont.
That's good. That is
a
good.
really
That's
good one.
probably the only good one I've seen.
And and you know what? I'd like to see a build
What
deck.
is it, though?
It's the top of it's a carb, isn't it? That's laying down, so it's part of an engine, but I don't know where he is.
It looks like he's preheating as well, which is cool. I like it. That's the only passable one. Next.
Someone will tell us in chat what that is, but I think it's a carburetor on the top.
It's something to do
Steep
with
Coast
cars.
Double IPA.
This is Trev Larkin. I don't know. I didn't get this one, but I love Trev, so I presumed it was probably
Steep.
right. Registered.
Steep. The word steep.
Ah,
Oh, Steve, of course, yeah. And that's it. We're done. We've done it. Yay! That's 2 weeks worth of Tribal Talk.
That was a monster Travava.
it was a monster Shababa.
Awesome.
Can I just do a quick thank you, because I totally forgot. Just a thank you to Phil Reeve at Bandwagon for these liquids that he gave Rick, Richard, and I last weekend at Expo. Thank you, Phil. You're awesome. You always are.
Yep, really nice chap. And this is a very legitimate one.
What's that one?
Apple caramel cake.
Yes.
See, fuck you, Phil. Fuck you.
But I've known Phil for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's TYV, wasn't he?
Yeah, they are good. They are good.
Does Dale make them, right?
I don't know. Not a clue. Not a clue.
But the only one I've tried so far, the others aren't my natural style. But the apple caramel cake is good.
Yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Are we done?
Yeah,
We are done. We should preview next week's show.
Can I just say that I prefer your hair that way, Richard. You're like a 90s washed up pop punk kind of guy.
Yep.
Which either that or you're just trying to be John's son.
Yeah. Somewhere in between.
I'm not sure. But it's better than the Jimmy Carr stroke vampire look.
I know it wasn't working tonight at all. That.
I like it.
We'll preview next week's show. On next week's show, we are talking about some very fancy new European stuff that we can't talk about yet. We've got a little slither of Jan news as well. It's a big thing happening at Jan next week. We can't talk about, but we know.
I do actually.
Yeah,
There's always a big thing happening at Jan.
yeah. He holds back. He holds back stock. That's why.
John's
It's a
like,
fucking conspiracy.
it's just never ended.
It does feel like that.
But at the same time, you can hear the fucking money rattling around in the
Yeah, he's getting quite lavish with it now as well. Should have seen him at casino.
Definitely didn't.
What was that? £1 blackjack bets?
I spent 40.
No, he just got some street food and then left.
That's true, actually. I did do it.
Me and Rick were all in with a pair of threes. Yeah. So next week's show. I mean, if those things didn't whet your appetite, we've got Troll of the Week probably, Shredder probably, Mod Showcase probably. Definitely.
Can you do Troll of the Week tonight? Because that one you put up today was genius.
That was amazing. You can't. Can you do it?
I can't do it in this.
You'll have to do that one next week because it was amazing. I did.
As well, I'll just sound it out.
Okay.
I think what happened was on one of my videos, someone wrote a comment of cock, and I just replied, "Yes,
Dick,
please."
Wasn't it? It was.
Oh, was it Dick? I just put, "Yes, please."
Really enjoyed it.
There's somebody called Tony Madden, who I don't think that's his real name. He's not called really. There's nobody really called Tony Madden. I thought it was that dude who made the NFL games. I was like, Tony Madden.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, I used to like those. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh, haters gonna hate. They ain't us. They hate us because it ain't us.
One more point I want to put.
And he's quite astute if he's realised I'm gay.
Really irritated the shit out of me was when I put on the Alpha 3 page that I was going to be on tonight, and someone, do you know what? I'm going to get it up because
I already knew what it was. Was it the first comment?
It irritated me more than it should have. Put it that way. We were talking about this earlier as well, and I was just like, why the fuck comment?
Oh no, I didn't see this one.
Did you not? Hang on. I will find it.
Is it the thing we were talking about when people do the bottle opener thing?
No. People comment for no fucking reason.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. No. Someone put. So you got your synopsis from YouTube.
Yeah.
Someone on the comment put, wouldn't say the most popular vape show in the UK though.
I think you might find we were joking.
And I didn't even input that on this one. I just put a vape show probably.
I just linked your YouTube, so I'm assuming it's on your description.
Yeah, well, we are the most popular. We're not.
Yeah, we are.
We're not the most widely viewed.
Yeah, but the people who love us, they really love us.
Yeah, but even if you ask the people that don't like us, they'd
love
probably
in
say,
numbers.
yeah,
They're popular.
You have
amongst
to
the
really
people that
love you.
like us, we are the most popular.
You have to really love you to sit through 20 minutes of fucking Tribe Batava.
We were me and Ria were talking because every sort of whatever you do, if you launch a product or do anything and you've got a brand page, some people don't understand the difference between a brand page and your a personal page or a group. And they'll come over and say something. The thing, what I do now, I used to just delete and block, but now I just hide the comment. So they're sitting there smug as fuck because they don't know that you've hidden it. So they're like, hilarious, still there. He hasn't noticed. I did it hours ago. Just went hide. Nobody else can see it but you. Enjoy bathing in your own hilarity, you fucking bellend. You could get that elsewhere for a quid cheaper. All right, cheers, mate. Hide.
So next week's show, as you can tell, it's going to be an absolute scream.
Oh, an absolute scream.
Absolute scream. So
It's going to be hot. Really hot.
One last thing.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, do us a little favour. That like button, eh? It's not there for no reason.
I might even tune in next week.
Give it a little tap.
I'm gonna do some practice juggling quickly.
Just smash that like button, please.
And share. People will be sharing us.
Oh, fuck off! Just end the show.
It really.
Thank you for watching the idea.
It really does help if you hit that like button.
We will see you next Thursday.
I like when people say it really does help. Like, in how? But anyway, it really does help. So smash that like button. Smash that like button.
What we do with YouTube? It's all in the ergometrics.
We'll see you next week.
Just
night.
Joyce, have you closed?
Thank you very much to Riyadh for joining.
Thanks for joining us, Riyadh.
And congratulations on the Alpha 3. Go out and get one.
Biggest headphones I've ever seen.
Close. If you're feeling a bit flush,
Just in your head.
buy the idol and show some subs. Cheers.
Bye.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, that's worse than hitting the dislike button.
A couple of thousand.
No. Bye.
Bye. Bye.